guys that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. And Darnold just beating the play clock. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
2 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Darnold from the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 6 there on first.
To Jamison Crowder. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
New York.
A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
For the extra point.
So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Raquel Armstead. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down by...
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Right there, 54. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Mike 54. Mike 54. Switch up. Switch up. Hey, one set. One set. Check Mike 54.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Bills nothing.
Second and 11 at the 41. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. And this one too low.
For number 40, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold down to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
To throw again. Allen. It's caught left side by John Brown. And they'll get him down up past the 15. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Give this time to the tailback. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jets 14, Bills nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Jeff Thomas on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. A run here with Armstead. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you want, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now
they'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense. But that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's go, lady. Let's go, lady. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Watch the eye. Mic check 33.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Jordan Willis able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
For the field goal, a 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Smallwood. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 27. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Brought down back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Allen's throw is complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Allen now looks to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Running it with Armstead. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Gain of a yard. Brings up.
They'll stay with the run and Armstead. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills cut into that lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There's a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Darnold. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Crunch time, defense. You.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They run it with Armstead. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the 7.
Allen going to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Armstead. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Let's go. You tighten up.
One final try here for Allen. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. A sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Darnold. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Number 21.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Darnold. Forced out to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Returnable for Thomas. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
Again, the slow one out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll give it back to Armstead. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Raquel Armstead. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills get a bit closer. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
15.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 49. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And out of bounds right around the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Armstead on the carry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
The ball carrier.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd down, Armstead. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Raquel Armstead saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th.
Bills 23.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets will extend their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jets 38, Bills 23.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Avery Williamson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
18-yard line.
On play action, Allen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Armstead.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
2-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. And Darnold wants to throw the football. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Levi Wallace with a pick. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. So the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
New York.
A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about